there's not really a lot of reason and a lot of leeway. You know, like there'd be a lot of banter in a football locker room, or there'd be a lot of banter out on a training pitch, but to then put that banter in that context of risking getting the virus or someone contracting it, and then videoing it and putting it on the internet, I don't understand it. You've seen it also in the NRL in Australia, players breaking lockdown, going shooting guns, or having 4 or 5 young ladies in the living room with him in one instance, and they all have to put it on TikTok or on YouTube. If you're gonna do it kind of discreetly so you don't get caught.
TikTok is one of the worst things to ever come out of this. It's horrendous as an app. It's just awful.
Also, all the adverts you get on YouTube of it.
Everywhere you look is download TikTok. It's like, no, I don't want to download TikTok. Thank you very much. I don't want to see celebrities dancing.
But it's also, there's one that comes up for me all the time, is some guy throwing an orange into the Albert Dock in Liverpool. What purpose does that serve for anybody?
I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm not one for people dancing on their front-facing camera for about 20 seconds. It doesn't do anything for me. But everyone seems to be on it. It seems to be the thing. The quarantine thing is to dance.
True.
I'm not a dancer myself. Not at all.
But the real issue I would have if I was a manager at Hertha Berlin is I'd just be going to him, why are you being so idiotic? We're struggling as it is to get this thing up and running. We can't do tackling. There can only be 2 players within 2 meters of each other in the box. Training's hard enough. We're going through all these processes of testing. And you come in and start arsing about like that. What's the game? If I was in charge of Hertha Berlin, he'd be gone for me at this point. For the simple reason that it's utter stupidity. And that'll translate onto the field where you can't rely on him in crunch moments.
Yeah, it's very, very stupid. Not only to do it, but then to put it on. I don't know what's more stupid, was to go around doing it or to broadcast it on the internet.
I think it's equally stupid because, on the internet it's going to ignite an absolute shitstorm from all angles, especially people outside of football, around governments or around other agencies who are looking for an excuse to go at football and football players. You're just giving them an easy target.
Yeah, people are looking for things to kick off on anyway.
And that also applies to people in the UK who've done it. Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker. They live under a microscope as it is, and any little thing, the press will twist it, and it gives ammunition to those with an agenda to come at football because it's an easy target because players get paid so much money.
Yeah, people are looking to scapegoat footballers anyway, given the amount of money they have and doing stuff like that. It does fuel the fire a little bit.
There'll be a token mention of what the United players did with Harry Maguire, giving so much to the NHS trusts in the Manchester area. Jordan Henderson, what he's done. Jose Mourinho even giving out food parcels and bagging them up and passing them on. There's only a token mention of these good things that so many people have done, but yet it's just blasted in your face every time someone makes an immature mistake or is irresponsible. So it's again feeding that narrative that football players are the problem, which they aren't.
No, yeah, it's the kind of public scrutiny that other professions don't get, and doing that doesn't help.
One thing that really, really winds me up is people coming at footballers saying, "Oh, they get paid $300,000 a week for kicking a ball and all of this," instead of having a little bit of intellectual thought and understanding that their medium is entertainment and their business brings in phenomenal amounts of revenue. So the people who are creating the product, which is, I don't like using that word product, but the product is on the field in terms of entertainment, like you go to the cinema to watch a movie, they deserve to get the bulk of the revenue because they're providing that service.
Well, they are the actors in the play. They're the ones you go to watch. You don't actually go to watch the sponsor on the pitch, do you? You're not going to watch the advertising boards.
No, and it's just really, really annoys me when people have a go at footballers for what they earn. And it's such a closed-off mindset, Evan, because they should be happy that people have been able to amass that wealth through a talent, and that every football player I know and have ever seen has had to work hard to where they get to. More often than not, a Cinderella-type story where people have come up from difficult childhoods or come up from not affluent areas, worked on a craft, built themselves into such a pristine athlete, and then have been able to achieve all this success both on the field and financially.
Yeah, you can't argue with the story of most footballers you see coming up from. They're usually lower working class children from those kind of families and backgrounds that have worked and worked and worked at what they can do. It just happens that what they can do rewards them handsomely in the financial department.
It just annoys me that everybody just sees them as an easy target.